Well, hey there. Welcome to the Pawpaw Chronicles and More with Jim. Last year I picked up this Pawpaw, which is a Susquehanna, and I stuck it into this 3-gallon root trapper bag. And you can see it's gotten quite big. From the bottom to the top, I'd say it's probably about 4.5 5 foot tall. It did very well. And although I don't feel any root systems on the outer edge of the bag, but I suspect there should be some root in there. Today what we're going to do is we're going to graduate it into a new bag. This bag here is also a root trapper bag, but it's 7-gallon. This is 3-gallon. I'm following Dr. Carl Wickham's suggestion that I've heard before, the 4-inch rule. So we have 4 inches more of medium area for the tree to be in. Let me set this bag down for a minute. I've already got soil in the bottom of the bag to compensate. And you can see the bag is probably about 1 inch taller than the 3-gallon. So we put soil on the bottom of that bag. And something else that I'm going to do is we're going to take this and set it down just for a sec and show you something that I had made, which is this right here. I guess I would call it a jig. I don't know. But I can set the bag on here and work on it, because we're going to get this bag off that root system and hope that everything holds together. Now, what I'm going to do, normally you can take the bag and turn them inside out, but I'm going to create a start on this bag. I'm going to come on this back side where the stitch is, and I'm going to score it just a little bit. If I can get the knife to do the cut. Need a new blade. Score it down a little bit further. Pull things out of the way, open it up. Give myself a starter. Now let's cross our fingers and hope that everything holds together, because I don't know how the root system is going to be in here. So I'm going to fold the bag down like this. I created a start by slitting a little bit on the seam, and then I'm going to force this downwards. And we're losing a lot of dirt, but I think we'll be okay. I can see root fiber. Pick it up, move this over here, so I can give myself a little more force. It's kind of hard being up high. Put some weight to it, and you can see it's coming down the way it should. This thing right here was just the right size for what it is I wanted to do. And as you can see, man, there's a lot of root fiber on the side of that bag. So let's go ahead and get this bag where it belongs, so we can transfer that over to here. I'm pretty excited about what I see right there. And I am missing one item. Give me just 1 second. Oh, it's laying right there. We'll set this down here because I'm going to need it. But we can see that root ball is holding itself together. And whenever I take this out of the bag, I'll walk over and I'll show you more. There we have it. Look at all the fibered root, lateral root system. That thing really grew a lot of root within that bag. You can see it all over. Now, what we're going to do, and you can see it's holding itself together. We're going to set it down in here and have a look-see. All right, we're at the right depth. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of dirt in here because I want to try to get the tree to stand level and pretty much center. Boy, that really turned out nice. Trying to get as much dirt around the tree as possible, or around that root ball. Now, what I'm going to do is take a little 2x4 between the bag and the root ball. What we're going to do is just pack the soil down. It won't hurt the tree, but we want that soil packed down a little bit for better stability, because that soil is going to recede downwards, in which, you know, need be, I'll add more soil. But you see the wrinkles of the bag is starting to go away. Man, that's looking pretty good. Got a little bit of a lean, but that's the growth of the tree itself, and we're going to try to bring it back in line. But let's get some more dirt in here. Now it's not going to be as tricky to get the dirt where I want it to be. I just raked a little bit of the dirt off the side. The soil mix I got here is a combination of peat moss, got some perlite in there that I mixed, and cow manure compost. And that's turning out just what I was after. Let me tuck it in. This time I'm not using the board. I'm just going to use my hand to tuck it in there. Not too awful heavy for me to pick up, but it will be once it's wet. And what I'm going to do, just a little bit more, just to even out the top. And something that I've started doing this year that I had not shared. Osmocote. You know, this is something I was planning on keeping to myself. but I'll go ahead and utilize it. This osmond coat right here is a 7-month slow release. It'll help feed the tree, which the tree is going to need nutrients regardless. I got a tablespoon here, and all I'm going to do is just spread it. Give it another tablespoon. Tree this size, with the other one that I did the other day, I gave it 3 tablespoons. It can handle it. Besides that, it's a slow release anyways. There we go. Put the lid back on that. We'll set it to the side. Now, we'll put a little bit of soil on top of that, because what will happen is the osmond coat will actually start forming some type of a moss or a mildew on the top. So we want that covered up just a little bit. It's covered. And one other item that I am going to grab that I don't have out here, give me just 1 second. Leaf compost. Now, for those of you that have been following me, you know I like to utilize biocarbon. And biocarbon, you know, works out very, very well. And this right here, as you can see, it is broke down extremely well. Black gold. I'm going to put that around the top of the tree. Nice and rich. Nice thick layer. It's going to be probably about a 2-inch layer. Kind of like a mulch. And there you have it. All in place. Now what I'll do is I'll take this and set it to the side and water it in real well. The medium, the root ball itself, was a little on the dry side, which that worked out great, because if it's wet, it's going to really fall apart. And just to show you what we got going on here, you can see the dirt still attached. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a really, really quick close-up look at what I see, and hopefully you'll have an understanding better of what's going on with these root trapper bags. Now, as you can see, the bags, they're kind of like a felt, and I just split the very top just to be able to get it started. And what I can do is once I turn the bag back around, I can take a soldering iron and poke holes in here and use zip ties to hold that back in place and reuse the bag. The bag itself can be cleaned, and I clean them with bleach water and then rinse them very well and let them dry. But look at here, the roots, they get into that bag and they're trapped. They're trapped in that felt. They can't go nowhere. It's just stuck. And you can really see it in the bottom. All the fibrous roots that's left over in that bag. The bag is doing what the bag is supposed to do, and that's build root mass, as I showed you in that root ball. I'm very, very pleased with the results of this. And now the one thing about it is root binding. You get a little bit with this right here, but it's not too awful bad. You get more fibrous roots than anything, and that is the key. That is what I want to produce a healthy tree as far as transplanting that tree. I just can't believe the root matter that's in the felt of this bag. It really, really worked out. Now plastic, regular plastic pots, you'll get root binding going on down here. And that's something that will stay with that tree for the rest of its natural life. And actually, to be truthful with you, whenever those roots are bound up in that bag and they try to continue to grow once you plant it, the roots are coming across each other and they'll actually graft into one another. And when they do that, it restricts the flow of nutrients going up through the xylem to feed this tree, and we don't want that. Now you notice I didn't put mycorrhiza in here. Why? Because there's already mycorrhiza down inside this bag. Whenever I planted it, I put mycorrhiza to it. So the mycorrhiza was within that root ball, and the mycorrhiza is going to help to feed this tree with the nutrients that we have going on. With this mulch that I put on top, or composted leaf matter I put on top, whenever I water this tree, it's going to create a form of tea and help feed that tree. Well, anyways, we'll get this over here and get it watered in, because I got other work up front to do. Man, I'm very excited and pleased with what I see. My name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell for any notifications. Any comments or questions that you may have, I welcome. Y'all have a God bless day.